Thanks so much for joining the bulletin. I am Pius Kojobaka. Rice farmers say they are yet to benefit from the second phase of the Planting for Food and Jobs program. In an interview, Nana Ejei Aye, the second president of the Ghana Rice Interprofessional Body, bemoaned the lack of support from government, noting that although the policy has a good outlook, many rice farmers are yet to experience practical outcomes. He spoke at the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the Ghana Rice Interprofessional Body and agro-input company Kalila Ghana to assist rice farmers with support schemes. Here's a report.
Staple in the Ghanaian diet, the reliance on rice imports remains very high. Factors such as lack of improved seeds, limited access to modern agricultural technology, and insufficient irrigation systems have contributed to this predicament. To address these challenges, the Ghana Rice Interprofessional Body and agro-input company Kali Ghana have signed a memorandum of understanding to assist rice farmers with agro-inputs and other support schemes. Speaking to Joy Business, Nana Ejei Aye II, president of the Ghana Rice Interprofessional Body, bemoaned lack of support from government, noting that rice farmers are yet to benefit from the second phase of the Planting for Food and Jobs program.
We saw a very good program, the PFJ 2.0, right? I don't know if it has been implemented. I'm a farmer, and most of my farmers, we haven't seen anything on the PFJ 2.0. We are here to see how it is. It looks good on paper. Let's see practically how PFJ 2.0 is going to work for the farmers. Waiting to see.
He details the partnership with Kali Ghana and called for more private sector-led collaborations.
This MOU signed today is going to help the average smallholder farmer who lives somewhere in the central region, the Volta region, said that the company, which is Kali Ghana, is going to bring the product to their doorsteps. One, Kali Ghana produces one of the best inputs that you can ever find on the market. That is why the Ghana Rice Interprofessional Body partnered them today. Also, we just want to move away from the dependency on government.
Bernard Okutu, managing director of Kali Ghana, expressed his commitment to support rice farmers in the country.
This partnership agreement with GRIP is going to provide its farmers across the length and breadth of the country with its agricultural inputs that Kali Ghana is known for. We are not only going to give agrochemicals, but we are also going to provide improved seeds, which is hybrid seeds, to ensure that we can increase our productivity.
Economist Professor Peter Quartey is optimistic decision by ratings agency Fitch to move Ghana out of sovereign default by July 2025 will send a positive signal to the market and boost investor confidence. According to him, if the rating agency is able to do that, economic activities will pick up strongly, which will propel growth and development. Speaking to Joy Business, Professor Quartey, however, questioned government strategy in keeping these investors.
We are able to reduce our debt profile. We are able to reduce our debt, and that will translate into also a stable macro environment, and that obviously helps in attracting investors. Investors look at quite a few things. They look at how stable your economy is in terms of the macro indicators, whether there's even demand for their products, and whether their money itself, their investment is safe. Be it exchange rate fluctuations, be it inflation, and be it security. Above all of that, Ghana has a decent democracy, peace and stability within the sub-region. Ghana ranks very high when it comes to peace and stability. So these are all things that investors look at. Then, of course, even our location itself. We're able to be connected with the rest of the world. Ghana is directly lying on the equator. You could travel to other parts of the world easily from Ghana. So investors actually choose us as our destination. What we have to do is to make them stay. What do we do to make it sustainable? Make investors come, invest, and remain, and not leave the country.
Former president of the Ghana Association of Banks, now Dr. Alhassan Adani, has taken a swipe at some CEOs of state-owned companies on their inability to invest in internal audits. Lack of investment in internal audit, he warned, can affect the organizational structure of the institution and plunge the institution into unrealistic debt. Speaking at the Institute of Internal Auditors 2024 Board and CEO Governance Forum, he urged other stakeholders to consider an expansion of investment in auditing to prevent any form of malfeasance.
We take internal audit seriously. So my call to organizations first and foremost, and as I said, for those CEOs who think that internal audit is an appendage, change your minds, change your ways. Of course, you can get away with it in systems like here, where sometimes you just shake your head as a professional, because we come here and we're listening to fantastic speeches, and yet the output from our various organizations is shocking. If you see the level of malfeasance, where is the internal audit role? Where is the CEO role? But look, CEOs and boards, if you don't hold them to account, well, that's it. It's you to hold them to account. And that is why internal audit, for as long as I've known and practiced with it, reports directly to board audit chair. Functionally, only to CEO for administrative salaries. And sometimes, even salaries, I have to sit with the board audit chair to ensure that it's fair and, sort of is parallel to equal grades within the organization, and you're not taking out things. But good CEOs should never take out or pick up an issue with an internal audit. If you do, it's probably you who are the problem. And if you are the problem, the board must take care of you. So having said that, the new wave that is coming, for me, internal audit as a conscience cannot be outsourced, but its work can seriously be enhanced if we look at the new tools.
In more business news, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has underscored the need to continuously invest in financial infrastructure to unlock the potential of the African market. Speaking on behalf of the Vice President at the launch of BusinessLive, a financial platform that enables currency exchanges between the Nigerian Naira and the Ghana Cedi, Chief of Staff at the Office of the Vice President, Dr. Augustine Blaise, said initiatives such as BusinessLive will enhance cross-border transactions.
The new BridgeX platform by Bridge Technologies is designed to enhance payment interoperability and enable real-time African currency exchanges and seamless transactions across African markets. The BridgeX services are available to businesses and individuals who are subscribers of MTN Mobile Money and G Money. Delivering an address on behalf of Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Chief of Staff Dr. Augustine Blaise emphasized the need for African economies to invest in financial infrastructure to improve market integration.
Bridge is more than a platform. It is a bridge that connects people, businesses, and opportunities. It reduces transaction costs, eliminates barriers, and promotes seamless trade between two of West Africa's largest economies. This innovation will enable direct currency exchange between the Ghanaian Cedi and the Nigerian Naira, further simplifying regional trade and commerce. As we move forward, it is imperative that we continue to invest in technological infrastructure and foster partnerships that will expand this interoperability across Africa.
On her part, the Chief Operating Officer of Bridge Technologies, Beatrice Botta, said the platform is the solution to bridging the gap, enhancing transactions by businesses and individuals.
This innovation, as we said, is not just an application. We just want Africans to live borderless. We want you to live like you never left home. So with this innovation, you can simply go onto your network or your mobile money subscribing network, just click on send money. When you click on send money, it will take you and ask you if you want to send to Nigeria or you want to send within Ghana. When you want to send in Nigeria, that's where the magic comes in. Bridge sits behind these engines and make it available for you to send.
Managing Director of G Money Financial Services, Richardson Ebo, said the platform will remove the barriers to cross-border transactions.
The fintech sort of space is primarily about democratizing access to financial services. It's about making sure that everybody potentially can access financial services and be able to create value that way. And this new opportunity that we have with Bridge essentially extends that. It gives us the opportunity to work not only within country but also outside of the country to friends, family, business partners and the like. And that is an exciting prospect.
BridgeX operates under approval from the Bank of Ghana, ensuring compliance with industry standards and regulations.
More within the financial space, financial service institutions have been called upon to develop initiatives that will support businesses that are promoting climate change programs. The move aims to help businesses access more funding to implement various policies in the Sustainable Development Goals. Here's a report.
For Climate is an annual event adopted by the Ghana Stock Exchange to create awareness on climate change and sustainable development goals. This year's event assembled chief executives of listed firms and some development partners to share success stories of initiatives implemented on climate change. According to the United Nations Global Compact Network, Ghana, investors in the financial sector can develop basic frameworks that can give easy access to funding for businesses promoting sustainability.
One of the best ways that the financial sector can do this is to, one, have a sustainable finance framework of intentions. We do know that investors from different stakeholders, they have their priorities from their home countries, from the regulators, from governments. So everyone is aligning to some sort of global standard or some kind of international framework. So the financial sector should come out and say very clearly that this is the framework that we want to invest and this is how we want to contribute. We know that they want to contribute. So if they make it more clear what that looks like, then the average Ghanaian or business person or small business owner will be able to see how they can, what opportunities are available to them, and then how they can adapt accordingly.
Deputy Managing Director for Ghana Stock Exchange, Frank Bell, in a keynote address, highlighted the event's significance in supporting Ghana's climate change agenda.
Capital markets have the power to unlock opportunities for funding clean energy projects, green infrastructure, and initiatives that protect and preserve our environment. Through vehicles like the Green Bonds, Sustainable Linked Investment, and platforms that promote transparency in green reporting, all of us here in gathered are setting the stage for real change in making our planet livable.
Meanwhile, some basic school students showcased innovative products made from recycled waste materials.
This is still Business Live. We have more stories for you after this break. Come back to Business Live. MTN Ghana has donated over 50,000 cedis to the breast cancer unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital to support the treatment of breast cancer patients. According to the Chief Human Resource Officer at MTN, Na Latioko Sena, the gesture is aimed at reducing the burden on patients and supporting them through their treatment process.
Breast cancer remains a significant public health challenge in Ghana. According to the World Health Organization, over 4,000 new cases are diagnosed annually and more than 2,000 lives are lost to the disease each year in the country. To help reduce the burden on patients and support the breast care unit, MTN Ghana has donated over 50,000 Ghana cedis to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. According to Chief Human Resource Officer at MTN, Na Latioko Sena, the company is dedicated to improving the lives of patients battling with breast cancer.
Every year we do put in place an annual engagement program where we then decide what we want to put in terms of people wellness. And one of those key initiatives is the breast cancer awareness. And this year is very beautiful because every year we try to put money aside and donate. So this year, the beauty about it is the people who came on board, as I indicated earlier on. We did have our Women in Technology Cohort 3 group personally donating. We did have our credit union people coming over. But most importantly, we also had our foundation. But also, we did have our employees personally take out of their pockets and volunteer this income. So it definitely does align with our goals and missions in MTN.
Specialist surgeon at the breast care unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Maurice Dodunu, expressed their appreciation for the gesture.
About 30 to 40% of the patients usually would benefit from this money. I mean, we have a few other sponsors, but we are actually quite grateful to MTN for this huge amount that they've sent to us. Like my nurse said, I mean, we could do with more, because if you tell a patient to do a CT scan of the abdomen, chest, and the pelvis, that's like all the money gone. You know, that goes to close to about 3,000. You see, so if you are going to do that for 10 people, how much is that? The money is finished. So we really need the support, and although we are actually very excited about this one, we hope we could get more in the future.
Other organizations were urged to support institutions helping breast cancer patients in the country.
As part of its quarterly health initiative, Obnibisek Bank, the fastest growing bank in Ghana, has organized and successfully executed a 10-kilometer health walk which took place in Accra. The event brought together enthusiastic staff, loyal customers, and members of the public to champion healthy living and community spirit. Here's a report. Commenced with a vibrant warm-up and aerobics session at the forecourt of the State House, starting promptly at 5:30 a.m., led by seasoned fitness instructors. Participants engaged in dynamic stretches and aerobic exercises designed to prepare them both physically and mentally for the walk ahead. At 6 a.m., amid an atmosphere of anticipation and camaraderie, the health walk officially began. Participants embarked on a carefully planned 10-kilometer route that traversed central Accra's bustling streets, offering scenic views of the city's iconic landmarks and vibrant neighborhoods. Icha Afre Ahin Adokufo is the company secretary of the bank.
We had the 11-kilometer walk. We went through Circle, through Sankara, through Osu, Oxford Street, and then through the cemetery back to this place. That was 11 kilometers, and everybody was able to go through the 10 kilometers. All this under 2 hours. So it was a brisk walk under 2 hours. This is the 6th edition. We've done this 5 times before, and it's been an improvement from one to the other. And this one was a massive, we had a massive turnout, and we would consider that it was successful.
The route not only promoted physical activity, but also provided unique opportunity for participants to appreciate the cultural and architectural richness of their city. The event attracted a diverse group of participants, including enthusiastic bank employees, their families, supportive friends, and members of the general public. The Bono Regional Office of the Food and Drugs Authority has embarked on a public awareness campaign aimed at sensitizing the public on the need to check for the expiry dates of food, consumables, and other products before buying. Here's a report.
The 2024 edition of the One Consumer, One Officer campaign, organized by the Bono Regional Office of the Food and Drugs Authority, was held at the Wenchi New Market with staff of the authority engaging various traders across the market to sensitize them about the need to stay vigilant and not fall victim to unsafe products amidst the excitements and high consumer activities during the Christmas season. Francisca Patwa Jako is the Principal Regulatory Officer of the Food and Drugs Authority at the regional office.
What we are doing today is a unique way of sensitizing the public. As the Christmas festivities approach, we know that a lot of products come into the market, and sometimes there are bad ones that also come into the market. And people take advantage of the festivities to deface products, to bring in unregistered and fake products onto the market. So the FDA decided that as the festivities approach, we will go to the market, we will get closer to the consumers so that we can educate them on how to ensure food safety. So we decided to brand it or name it One Consumer, One Officer.
Francisca Patois admonished consumers to ensure that they check labels as well as expiry dates of products they buy to stay away from food poisoning.
So we advise the consumers that when they are going to buy, they should ensure these products have labels on them and they are registered by the Food and Drugs Authority. The expiry dates are intact. Their dates have not been defaced. We've been having issues whereby when the products are expired, the retailers peel off and put in a new expiry date. So we are trying to draw the attention of consumers to all these acts.
The Food and Drugs Authority is also cautioning the general public, particularly event organizers, to ensure that service providers are licensed to minimize foodborne illnesses.
If you are organizing any event and you need these services, ensure you get the services from licensed operators. People FDA has license to operate. With such people, we know where they are operating from. We know how they operate. We know the kind of raw materials that they use in their production. So with them, you can minimize or even avoid all foodborne illness.
Ankobiahini of the Wenchi Traditional Council, Nana Amofa Damwa Kwasa II, assured the Food and Drugs Authority of Nananom's support towards punishing culprits and admonished service providers to stay away from selling expired products.
And that program way a idea and necessary and can be over beyond cold China Mercatra Nanka. Yea, can you na abwaye? Na se obi yes adie na obana nanum hose ye nkopa chewa me nkocha opada. Ye ba makwan amamra afata Ghana no mo ye samra mere adu.
Representative of the Municipal Chief Executive for Wenchi and Assistant Director at the Assembly, CJ Pilaso, was also thankful to the FDA for the sensitization program and emphasized that the move is helpful with the Christmas festivities fast approaching.
I pat your shoulders on behalf of the Municipal Chief Executive in saying that you have done what Napoleon could not do. It is very important for you people to have organized this particular program in the municipality.
A report from the World Health Organization revealed that over 600 million people fall ill each year, and tragically, 420,000 lose their lives due to food contamination globally, and therefore we all have a role to play. Anna Sabit, Joy News, Wenchi.
That's our program for today. I am Pius Kojobaka. We have more stories for you when you log on to myjoyonline.com/business. Great for serving you. To enjoy the rest of our programs.